I'm Melissa Tuller, and I work for Volunteers of America.
I am Lorenzo Morris with Volunteers of America of Florida.
Me llamo Nidia Santiago y soy parte del equipo de Volunteers of America of Florida.
There's so many people that are poor in different ways, poor in spirit, as an example, and just don't have the energy to help themselves anymore. They need help. And this organization, the Volunteers of America of Florida, is one that reaches out to those people and offers that help.
We try to have that humble feeling that there is hope.
One of the things that has been so crucial for us is building trust. And that is just that the success of our program is built on having the right people to go out and to build that trust over time.
Miracles are one of the perks of the job. If you work in this profession, you count on the miracles. The pay is okay, but the miracles are really why you're in it, and it helps you believe.
My name is Katie Vath, and I have a son with mental illness. Well, Tim was a very bright child, very bright. He actually was a National Honor Student through his high school years, and he was the co-captain of the football team. When Tim was in high school, his senior year, he frequently, the last 6 months, did not go to school. The psychiatrist sat us down and said, now look, your son has schizophrenia. Well, I didn't even know how to pronounce it. Didn't know what it was. So he explained to us, and it was then that we really realized the seriousness of the illness. And it's very devastating and certainly takes its toll.
I was doing my best to serve God and keep my world together. I think I didn't realize at that time that I had a mental illness. But I was trying everything I could do, sending money to good causes and so forth, and doing everything I could do to try to keep myself together.
I felt that we just absolutely could not cope with this. We couldn't find services for him. We did not know what to do, and Tim was very threatening at that time. Well, that was the beginning of about a year that he spent in and out of hospitals here in Florida. And at that time, it's when Volunteers of America began to visit with Tim, to look for services for Tim. We thought that there was nothing for us to do. We thought that this was never going to get better, and it was always going to be like this, with Tim really threatening the family. That was the bottom, because we knew he loved us.
You need somebody in your life that you can call on the phone and they're not going to put you down, and that you can pour out your heart to. The Volunteers of America staff has been there for me, and they've been an avenue to bring healing to my life and help.
Tim is a fighter, which is how I think he's got to where he is today. He's doing quite well. I'm so pleased and so proud of him.
I work weekends. I'm the only guy there on the weekends, so Saturday's my big day. I talk to him, I just try to make him laugh, you know. It's really, really good. It's really fun.
I think the recovery really is a miracle, and we're looking forward to Tim spending the rest of his life in the state of recovery the way he is. And there's no reason why he can't. Their dedication is outstanding. It's almost like they're there waiting to help, and that's how they want to spend their life. And that, to me, is the outstanding quality of Volunteers of America.
I'm Larry Hill, and I'm a veteran.
I believe in our vets. They gave something of themselves that the general population did not give, and they need some special attention.
When I got back, it was interesting because people didn't really seem to realize that there was a war going on, you know, in reality, you know. They just can't fathom, you know, the death associated with war and you know, a lot of the tragedies that take place during war.
It was just heartbreaking to find that these vets who had served us so well were in such a terrible condition.
Our veterans have had to live in squalor and under bridges and in places that reinforce the idea that that's normal society, and it really isn't.
That's how the homeless life is, you know. You're in that environment and you kind of get stuck in it.
In Florida, we've been fortunate to have the mobile service center available to us. Many of our veterans that live in homeless encampments are not readily accessible to the public. So what we have used the mobile service center for is to visit a lot of those encampments. And we have to help them learn that it isn't hopeless, that they can believe that the system can help them get on their feet, and it's worthwhile to work, it's worthwhile to earn and be a participant in something that they've turned their backs on, many of them. And many of them also feel that the society has turned its back on them.
Oh, the future looks absolutely positively grand. I have counseling available to me now. I have an apartment now. And I'm amongst a different type of people, you know. The people in this facility, for the most part, want to get on with their life, you know. They want to have something, you know. They want to make some contributions back into their life, as I do.
I'm Norman Stiles. I live in Clearwater, Florida, at Clearberry Terrace, a property managed by Volunteers of America.
Butter pecan and peach if there's any.
The human touch in working with the elderly, I think, is quite important in that many individuals are isolated and need to find an extended family, need to find a place to call their own.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. I never knew anything was this good until I moved here. I'm one of the first. It was a year old when I came in 1984. And I'm like an owner of the place. I've lived here so long. I love it here. It's a wonderful place.
There's a need for places like this. So yeah, it's just good for elderly folks like myself. You won't believe the weight it takes off your shoulders to know that you're not spent all of your money that you get on Social Security just for housing. And you see a lot of people working part-time jobs. They have to. I mean, they just don't have any extra money, and they don't want to be on welfare. So it's a thing people do. My retirement is really wonderful thanks to a place like this.
I love it here. I think it's beautiful.
I do see miracles happen. There are just some things that we never expect that we can really accomplish, and we do every day.
We're not turning away anymore from those who need our help.
It's about helping people. It's about caring.